We are given that a ball strikes these two balls elastically. The distance between the two balls is given as eta times greater than the diameter of discs. We need to find at what value of eta will the first ball will recoil, or it will stop, or it will move on. So let's do that. It strikes, and these two balls will obviously, by symmetry, they will go with the equal velocity. So let's call that velocity v2. And our original ball, let's say it continues in the same direction with velocity v1. So all these are variables, so we need not worry about what will be the actual direction of v1. And let's call this angle as theta, which is the line of collision making with the original line of motion. So first, let's just find the theta by basic geometry. So this distance is given as eta times d, and this distance is d. So sine theta is eta d by 2 divided by d. So sine theta is eta d by 2 divided by d, which is eta by 2. Now we will just have our two other equations, standard equations for elastic collision, that is conserving momentum, and velocity of approach is equal to velocity of separation. So we can do it for any two balls. So let's do it for these two balls. So velocity of approach is v1 cos theta. Sorry, v cos theta, the original one. And velocity of separation is v2 minus v1 cos theta. So along this line. And our momentum equation, of course, we can write in x direction. So original momentum is mv, and final is mv1 plus 2 times mv2 cos theta. So now we have our three equations, and solving that we get v1 is equal to v into eta square minus 2 by 6 minus eta square. And now we can see that when eta is greater than 2, this term will be positive, which means it will continue to go in original direction. Now, of course, you can imagine what will happen if eta is very high. Then you may think that the denominator becomes negative. But that won't be the case, because when the distance between them is greater than twice the diameter, then these balls will not touch the incoming ball at all. So incoming ball will just go through between the two balls with the same velocity v. So basically it will continue on the same path if eta is greater than root 2. And now from the equation again we can see when eta is less than root 2, then this term becomes negative. So v1 will be in the opposite direction. So it will recoil. And when eta is equal to root 2, then it will stop as v1 will become 0. Alright.